Okay, so second topic is strain energy due to bending. So now this is also a very good concept to be understood in terms of uh, a challenging aspect of how an object or a beam especially. So bending means you all might have calculated the bending moment for a beam, isn't it? So when a beam is subjected to any kind of loading, when it is subjected to any kind of loading, then it will bend. And when it is bending, some amount of energy will be stored, isn't it? And how much amount of energy will be stored when it is bending is something that we are going to see now. Okay. So for that, let me try to sketch the beam with different sections together, and let us see how the energy will be calculated when it is subjected to different types of loadings. Okay. So for that, let me first sketch a beam, any type of loading, some load with any kind of support with length L, with length L. So before writing the total length L, we first, so we see what we understood. In order to calculate strain energy, first we need to do it for a small part and then try to extend it. We need to do it for a small part and then extend it to the whole portion of a beam. So which means we will take a small strip. We will take a small strip with a suitable section, with a suitable section. So let me show that. So let us cut a section. So this is 1, 1, and this is 2, 2, and this distance is dx. So this is a small portion dx, a section dx. Okay. Now, when we try to, and let us try to zoom it. Let us try to zoom it. We need to calculate the area also. We need to calculate the area also. So I'm just trying to sketch the strip separately. I'm trying to sketch the strip separately. Okay, this is dx. So there is some force here. Okay, there is some force. So force is equal to stress into area. What is force? Force is equal to stress into area. So what is the stress if it is in y direction? Into area, that is small infinitesimal portion. Small infinitesimal portion. And apart from that, let us also try to sketch the cross section of the beam with width and depth, with width and depth. So this is the cross section of the beam. Okay. So this is the depth d, this is the width b, and a small section is cut here, a small section is cut there. And we all know one thing in engineering mechanics, that this is the neutral axis. This is the neutral axis. So when we say neutral axis, so we have top and bottom. So this is area dA. So this is dA area, and this is dx. So this distance is y, small y. This is yc. This is yt. So yc and yt are the corresponding parameters of values with respect to tension and compression. So simple. See, when I am holding an object, you can see that I am trying to bend it. So when it is bending, the bottom will undergo tension and the top will undergo compression. Bottom will undergo tension and top will undergo compression. That's what is written here. So now let us try to write it. So consider a beam of length L subjected to any general loading. Any general loading. And general, I have used the word called general because let it be subjected to any load. It need not be UDL. It can be uniformly varying load. It can be also be a point load, uniformly distributed load. So it can be anything. Okay. So any general loading. And now, so here again, consider a strip. Consider a strip of length dx. Consider a small strip. Consider a small strip of length dx and area dA. Area dA. Area dA. The force P is equal to sigma into dA. The force P is equal to sigma into dA. It can be in x direction or y direction. Of course, it is bending in y direction. That's why I put y. Okay. Now, and bending moment, and this strip is at a distance y from neutral axis. The strip is at a distance y from neutral axis. Okay. The bending moment now when we talk about the bending moment in the small strip, what will be there? It will be constant. The bending moment in the small portion is constant. In the small portion is constant. Okay. Now, so from bending theory, m by I is equal to sigma by y. M by I is equal to sigma by y. So sigma is equal to m by I into y. Sigma is equal to m by I into y. So this is the basic expression for bending of a beam. Basic expression. Okay. Now, what all we know? We already know that strain energy is equal to, we know that strain energy U is equal to sigma square by 2E into dV integral. Sigma square by 2E into dV integral. Or if we put it in a small strip, let me write it. Strain energy is stored in the small strip. So for that we have strain energy stored in the small strip. So for that, let us calculate the how much amount of strain energy is stored. Okay. So that is given by. So let us take a small u. So small strip of area dA. So small u is equal to sigma square by 2e into volume. Sigma square by 2e into volume. So what is volume? So V is equal to dA into dx. It can be small a or capital A. I'm just writing for the purpose. So U is equal to sigma square by 2E into dA into dx. What is that? dA into dx. Okay. Now, what is sigma? Sigma is equal to m by I into y. So, therefore, U is equal to m square by I square into y square dA dx. Correct, right? By 2E. By 2E. By 2E. So, now, so strain energy stored in the entire section. So, finally, what are we getting? So, this is small u. Instead of avoiding confusion, this is a small u. Small u. So, u is equal to 1 by 2e into m square y square by I square into dA dx. Now, strain energy stored in small strip. Strain energy stored in small strip is given by integration, right? So that small integration part is from yt to yc. Yt to yc. So u total is equal to so total summation of, so sigma of y is equal to yt to y is equal to yc, because from tension to compression, the whole expression will come 1 by 2e into m square y square by I square into dA dx. Okay. Now moving forward, so now what can we write this now? So u total is equal to 1 by 2e into m square by I square into this y is equal to yt yc into y square dA into dx. Correct, right? Yt to yc, y square dA into, so what do we get now? So u total is equal to 1 by 2e into m square by I square into, what is this whole part? This whole part is I. This is equal to I, isn't it? Moment of inertia. That's what we studied in engineering mechanics. Into dx. Dx will remain like that. So m square by 2ei into dx. So u total is equal to m square by 2ei into dx. Now strain energy for the entire length L is equal to how much? Capital U is equal to integral 0 to L m square by 2ei into dx. So therefore U is equal to m square by 2ei into x 0 to L. Therefore U is equal to m square L by 2ei. See how actually simple it is. This is one of the simplest concept in the overall concept of bending 0 to L. So or else we can write strain energy due to bending, U is equal to simply integral 0 to L m square by 2ei dx. You can leave it like this because the moment will vary from one point to the other. So this is how we try to analyze the beam and calculate the amount of energy stored inside the beam. Okay. So thank you all, and in the next class we will see strain energy due to shear and try to proceed ahead with further energy methods. Okay. Thank you.